You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Maybe you should sit down. No, stand. Stay standing. Okay, here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tiny Blue Games. My name, of course, is Seesaw or Chris, and today we're talking about Guild Wars 2. And it's a very exciting time in Guild Wars 2 because we've heard that Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, is going to be coming to the game next week. Or, some other title. We don't actually know the title for this one, but I'm just going with what feels right. So with that in mind, I thought it was a really good time for us to start recapping all of the events that have happened in Living Story Season 3, which has actually taken place over an entire year. So with that in mind, I've put together a highlight reel of some of the most important events. If you've missed something or if you're trying to get a new friend into the game, this would be the video to show them. Now, if you've actually missed an entire episode or have extremely bad memory, I am adding a playlist of videos of actual playthroughs through each of the 5 episodes before this one in the playlist that this video is a part of or in the description below. And I will also add the 6th episode later on to sort of recap the entire Living Story situation, just in case for some reason we are unable to replay it in the future. Not that that's ever happened for a Living Story, so don't worry. I'm sure it's never going to happen. We're never going to be looking around for old videos. But if we do, you're welcome. So with that in mind, take a seat, get your popcorn almost ready, because this is going to be like 5 or 10 minutes max, I promise. And let's reminisce.
You made it.
Of course, Newt. She was a dear friend. We do what she would have done. Homesteaders. Hunters. Heroes all. To air!
To
air. To air.
May the mountains hear her name.
To
May
a
we
great
all
Nicely
warrior
done.
and
To
friend.
air.
join her and the great
Goodbye.
spirits.
Hey, you're that Redlock trombone, the Revenant, right?
Close enough. Now why don't you do Uncle Trombone a favor and buzz off?
What about Dragon's Watch?
Dragon's Watch. I like that.
So this other point is... that's new. The northern bloodstone dot is flaring up. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
The spot where Mordramoth died looks like it's cooling down a little.
Yeah, a lot of that energy's been put back into the system. I'm trying to model its patterns, but this map isn't built for detailed readings. Yet. In the meantime, look at this. Anyway, this thing is some sort of organ I found in one of the larger ones. It's part of their digestive system, and as you know, they feed on ley energy, so it got me curious.
Any valuable findings yet?
None I can explain right now. I ran some ley energy through it, and it came out different on the other side.
Laugh it up, No Eyes. I have something for you, too. A letter from the Black Citadel. You must have really brushed some higher-ups the wrong way.
Minister Codicus recently left the Queen's protective custody. A niece sent me and a squad of Shining Blade to help the good minister find his way back to Divinity's Reach.
Any idea on his whereabouts?
There's been a flare-up of White Mantle activity in northern Maguma.
Commander's destination ahead. Looks like we're in for quite a ride.
We're not flying into that scramble, are we?
By gods, grow a backbone. Scared of a little weather? All hands, full reverse! On your feet. We survived. Somehow.
What was that? What happened?
Where you were standing, there was only a brilliant light, devouring magic. Then some people behind the light didn't look so lucky. These silhouettes.
They must have been vaporized by the blast.
Who would have done this purposefully?
Someone who just absorbed the lion's share of a bloodstone's worth of magic. Could have been Codicus.
So I'm clear. You're admitting you're associated with the White Mantle?
Are you quite touched? I'm their supreme leader, and they will carry me all the way to the throne of Kryta.
You are a heretic, Cordicus, and you shall lead no White Mantle, for I am their god.
What? It can't be.
I managed to finally get detailed lay readings from the map and determined, well,
What is it?
Primordius is active. According to what I documented, Primordius is awake. You know this. But here's the more part. It's moved! Tunneled its way down to the Fire Islands, south of Maguma. You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Maybe you should sit down. No, stand. Stay standing. Okay, here it is. Jormag is also active. Spencer filters death out of ley energy.
So, magic is almost like light, broken up into a spectrum.
That's a perfect way to think about it.
Ritlock Brimstone.
That's tribune to you, soldier.
Not anymore, it's not. You've ignored numerous requests from the Black Citadel to account for your time in the mists and explain this new magic. Thus, you've been stripped of your rank and are hereby charged with dereliction of duty.
Well, are you just gonna stare at me slack-jawed, or is there something I can do for you?
I'm sorry, but you're a dwarf.
The Isles are downright peaceful. You want to know how it happened? What if...
Thought I was in the Tales of the Forgotten is dead. I have been reborn, and rising from the void brings with it a new perspective.
Lazarus, let's move out. We have a lot to talk about, my floaty new friend.
Maureen has been calling for you.
Yes, I know. She's been appearing to me, much like she is right now.
Commander, do you read me? Sorry to interrupt, but I've got some urgent news. I've been examining that destroyer sample you retrieved, and I've come to a conclusion. I was right, as usual.
So it's true. The dragons are absorbing each other's influences, and becoming more powerful in the process.
That's right, and there's more. I've been digging through old Radanovan research on Primordus for an exploitable weakness, and I found a solid lead. According to these findings, Primordus' domain of magic can be counteracted somehow, negating it altogether. As for the possible counteracting agent, I'm still investigating. New answers lead to new questions.
What's the significance of the tooth?
Our most legendary ancestor, Aesgear Dragonrender, knocked out Jormag's fang and founded Holbreck around it. Once someone damages the fang, we'll know it's time to take back what Jormag stole.
Jenna. That's enough. Fellow ministers, join me and help the White Mantle rid Kryta of this illegitimate ruler, or stand by her side and be judged by my fire.
Estelle, what a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? You? Maybe you. Did you?
Curse you!
And you, my friend? Were you surprised?
I was honored when Codicus tapped me for the job of regicide, and I will see it to its bloody end.
Not on my watch, Estelle.
But I can fix it. We'll try again. You and your mother. I'll see you both in the mists.
No!
We'll be a family again.
Demi!
What is it?
According to this note, it's one of Lazarus's aspects.
A what?
Without it, they could have never resurrected Lazarus. The real Lazarus. Codicus wasn't kidding when he called him a false god when he showed up.
If he's an imposter, it would explain why we were able to see him. But who would pose as Lazarus?
Someone who wanted access to an unstable bloodstone, and an instant army to unquestioningly do their bidding.
Deceptive, tactical, and powerful.
Commander, do you read me? Only answer if you're ready to be blown away. Never mind, I can't wait. I finished my dragon machine. I'm about to perform the final tests. So I'm kindly requesting the honor of your presence so you can be amazed and flabbergasted by my staggering genius.
You made it.
Barely. Hi, Kaz. My leaving didn't go unnoticed. He's probably only a few minutes behind me.
Lazarus, or whoever, is coming here? How should we prepare?
Did you get any intel while you were with him?
Plenty. He's raising an army of hired mercenaries. He has a base being built in the Fire Islands, all under the guise of battling dragons, but nothing that seems relevant to a personal weakness. Although, there was a mirror, like a hand mirror he kept very close. I wanted a better look at it, but it never left his side.
Maybe that's what he's using to disguise himself. Mirrors have a long history with mesmer illusions. If we break the illusion, at the very least, we'll know who we're dealing with.
The illusion is broken! Now I can... Balthazar!
I will have this machine.
He's... one of the six!
And you will burn. Starting with you,
Marjorie!
my father's shadow.
No!
See that no one lives. This tires me, and the dragons call.
What should we do now?
The deception, the lies, the willingness to kill to get what he wants. God or not. My instincts say whatever he's up to can't be beneficial.
Marjorie mentioned a base on the Fire Islands. If he wants to absorb a dragon's power, that'd be the place to do it. How about if I just take a look myself?
You! Scruffy! He's fixed?
Not completely. This is my fault. I wasn't going to let you go it alone.
Balthazar's doing this, not you.
But I gave him the gun. Anyway, Scruffy's mobile and heat shielded, but he's still lacking weapon capabilities. So I won't be much good to you.
It's just great to have you here.
You did it!
That was a...
Good timing. I'm ready to overload the machine. You sure about this?
Am I sure? Are you
Yes,
sure?
we'll find out. But What is Balthazar doing?
I was weak. But I'm feeling much better now.
Timmy, do it now. You okay?
Yeah. The machine, it survived. Huh, what do you know? I was
What was that?
That was what I thought was going to happen. It just took a little longer.
Tyria seems intact, so at least there's that. You see Balthazar?
No. Looked like he was vaporized in the explosion, but he apparently doesn't like to follow the rules I know.
And Primordus?
Let me check.
Elder Dragon Spectrum. Primordus. Energy subsiding to pre-awakening level.
Night-night, sweet dragon. Guessing the same thing happened to Jormag, too. Yeah, still, we should vacate this hot hole ASAP.
We just spared 2 Elder Dragons, Timmy. I had to say that out loud. I don't really believe it.
Paradigm shifted, but I'm relieved I'm not responsible for the death of everything I know and love.
Confirm that theory as soon as you can. I'm sure we'll have a lot of convincing to do when word of this gets out.
I won't sleep until on second thought, maybe a little nap before I get started will be good for me.
Definitely do that. I'll try to find out what happened to our divine friend. With any luck, he's been scattered to the mists.
At least we won the day, Commander. Score 1 for Dragon's Watch.
True. And maybe one day we'll be a guild that can field a full team.
Ha ha. Hey, don't be too hard on yourself. Rod Assume wasn't built in a day, you know. We'll get there soon enough.